Okay, continuing on here. I just got the augers right off the transmission shaft. It's just gonna make it that much easier to weld. Everything will be done right basically on my bench here. So last time I think I was using really heavy gauge. You don't really need to use that kind of gauge. The augers themselves aren't that thick. So this is what I'm gonna use to make my claws, because I know I can get more of this. It's pretty cheap. It's just flat bar I got from Home Hardware. So what I think I'm gonna have to do though is I'm gonna have to cut it down, because I know that's way too much. That clearance, basically what you're doing is you're adding on thickness to the auger, right? And there's a factory spacing, just like the impeller. So you can't exceed that, otherwise you'll be smashing into everything and it just won't work very good. So I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna build these, but yeah, that'll be the next step, is basically probably installing 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 8 teeth per, 4 per length of run, and there's 2 in each one. So yeah, it looks like I need 16 claws. That's gonna take a bit to build, but anyways, yeah, that's the next upgrade. Okay, so this is what I've come up with for the rippers. This is the general design I'm gonna use. I kind of want a pointed forward tooth, and what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 2 per section, or 2 little teeth per section, and I'm actually gonna bend them. I'm gonna bend them outwards so that they're actually kind of like sticking forward, but also sticking off to the side. I think that's going to be better than what I came up with the first time. I mean, the first set works awesome, and it's not even consistent on the auger. Like, this should really beef things up. Now, the reason why I'm doing it this way is I don't have to grind anything down, because if I just bend these teeth out, technically I should be able to get my clearances without having to adjust that. So I'm trying to come down with the grinder as far as I can. I might even go further, just to make sure that I can bend these, because I might have to bend them more than I want, or not more than I want, but more than what I'm expecting. So I want to make sure I give myself enough room. The only way to do that is to make sure that I bring this material down. Now all I've got is angle grinder set up in the vise, and I'm just I've got an angle kind of worked out that I'm using, so I'm just, you see I screwed up the first few, but basically this is kind of what I'm coming up with, is like a rake tooth. So it should be pretty cool once it's all done, but it's definitely gonna take some time to manufacture it all. So anyway, that's the latest. Alrighty, so back to this. I've got a whole bunch more rippers made. As you can see, a couple different angle changes. I think I'm going to put these beefier ones out front, where it's going to take most of the hitting out the very front of the auger. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do that and start attaching these babies. And once they're on, then I'm going to bend each one of those teeth outward, so that it's like effectively a spike, but it'll be sticking in either direction.